Good afternoon. Welcome to the first meeting of the Council's Licensing Regulatory Committee back in the Town Hall. My name is Councillor Tony Callister and I am the Chair of the committee. This meeting is being recorded and live streamed to YouTube, except where there are confidential or exempt items. May I take this opportunity to remind you of some of the domestic arrangements. In line with current COVID guidelines, everyone is reminded to adhere to social distancing and to wear a face mask when moving around the room, unless medically exempt. Face masks may be removed when you are seated if you wish. It is important that all participants conduct themselves in an appropriate manner. Please put your mobile phone on silent. Please do not interrupt other speakers. If you do wish to speak, please make sure you turn your microphone on and off once finished speaking. The live stream will not pick up sound if the microphone is not used. To vote on matters, I will confirm the recommendation and request a mover and seconder. A roll call will not be undertaken now we are back in the same room, unless of course a name vote is moved and seconded. That's the formalities done. Let's proceed with today's business. Licensing Regulatory Committee meeting Thursday the 17th of June, agenda, part 1. Apologies for absence, attendance of substitute members. I've got apologies from Wendy Maddox. 2, urgent items. To note any urgent items which the Chairman considers to be of an urgent nature. That's nil. 3, delegations. Number 4, admission of public and press. Declarations of interests. To receive declarations by members and or co-optees of interests in respect of items on this agenda. Councillor Wall.
Chair, we're discussing the cadets collection. I'm a member of the unit management team of the Sea Cadets, and I'm also very recently on the other twos as well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm also on the Civilian Committee for the Air Cadets.
Thank you. Just regards one applicant for the street licence permit for collections, Mr. Colin Garnett. It is agreed that the committee do know this individual within the locality of Barrow-in-Furness. Confirmation of minutes. To confirm the minutes of the meeting held on the 10th of December 2020.
Agreed.
Agreed. Thank you very much. Number 7, public participation. Questions and representations, and deputations and petitions. Number 8, terms of reference. To note the revised terms of reference for the licensing, regulatory and licensing committees. Duly noted. For decision, agenda item 9, application for a street collection.
Thank you, Chair. I intend to just read a summary of the report. Is that okay? I think Graham's just going to check. I think, is it Beth Kirby that's just arrived? Yeah, Beth Kirby's here from BAE Systems. They're coordinating the collection on the day. So Beth's here just to answer any questions or anything members may have. Thank you. So an application has been made to the Licensing Authority for a street collection permit on behalf of Barrow Sea and Air Cadets and Cumbria Army Cadets. The applicant has requested a street collection permit for a collection which will take place on Sunday, the 29th of August, 2021. Current policy only allows for street collections to take place on Fridays and Saturdays. No midweek collections are allowed. The application therefore requires members to exercise their powers to hear applications to vary any limitation or term imposed on a consent, licence or permission in accordance with minute number 1.32 of the current allocation policy for street collections and flag days. It is recommended that Licensing Regulatory Committee determine whether the application for a permit should be granted or refused based on the information in this report and as presented at the hearing. On the 23rd of March 2021, an application was made to the Licensing Authority for a street collection permit on Sunday the 29th of August 2021 by Colin Garner on behalf of Barrow Sea and Air Cadets and Cumbria Army Cadets. The application is attached at Appendix 1. The collection is intended to take place on Dalton Road, Barrow-in-Furness, on the same day as the Soapbox Challenge between 9 AM and 6 PM. BAE Systems are the main sponsors of the Soapbox Challenge who have chosen the cadets. There will be approximately 20 collectors on Dalton Road between Harrison Street and Abbey Road. Information in regards to this is attached at Appendix 2. A copy of the street collection regulations are also attached at Appendix 3. The Council has a current allocation policy, details of which are at 3.6. This is Barrow Sea and Air Cadets and Cumbria Army Cadets' first application for a permit this calendar year. To date, there are only 2 other street collection permits allocated from a maximum of 50 for 2021. The options available to members are to grant the street collection permit for Sunday the 29th of August 2021 with or without conditions, restrictions specified by the committee in accordance with the street collection regulations, or you can refuse to grant the street collection permit. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Beth, thank you very much for attending today. Are you comfortable with fielding any questions? Members, any questions for Beth?
It's not so much a question, Chair. It's the fact that last year the cadets held a collection day on the same day. There was no issues whatsoever, no problems, so I don't see any issue with this either. That's it.
Thank you. Any questions for the Chief Officer? Okay, we do have 2 options. Could I have a proposal and a seconder, please?
I move the recommendations, Chair.
I'll second it, Chair.
So the proposal is to grant the street collection permit for Sunday the 29th of August 2021 with or without conditions, restrictions specified by the committee in accordance with the street collection regulations.
Correct.
That's been moved by Councillor McEwen and it's been seconded by Councillor Hall. Are we all in agreement?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Committee is in full agreement. Thank you. You can stay with us, Beth, if you want, or if you want to dash off back to work. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much. Agenda item 10, appointment of representatives to working groups to agree the appointment of members to the Taxi Private Hire Liaison Group. It will be on political representation, 2 Labour and 1 Conservative. Can I have nominations, please?
I would like to nominate myself.
Can I nominate Tony Callister?
Thank you. So we have a nomination for Tony Callister and a nomination for Bill McEwen from the Labour Party. Is that agreed? Thank you. That's agreed. Could I have a nomination for the Conservative Party, please?
Thanks, Chair. Can I nominate Councillor Les Hall?
Thank you very much. Councillor Les Hall nominated. Thank you. The committee agreed?
Agreed.
Thank you. The committee is agreement in full. Agenda item 11, licensing delegated decisions December 2020 to April 2021.
Thank you, Chair. Report summarises the decisions made under Part 3.2, Section E of the Constitution, Scheme of Delegations to Officers with regard to the Council's licensing functions. Recommendations and members note the summary of delegated decisions. At its meeting of the 5th of September 2019, members requested a monthly report of the Public Protection Manager's delegated decisions. Since my last report to members in 2020, it's not been practical to report these decisions on a monthly basis. Therefore, below is a summary of the delegated decisions made between the 30th of November 2020 and the 30th of April 2021, and include those already reviewed by the Director of People and Place, Head of Legal and Governance, and the Chair of Licensing Regulatory Committee. Chair, I don't propose to read through the table. I'm quite happy to take questions.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr Barker?
Yeah, Chair. I noticed the 60-odd suspended from missing a vehicle test and 34 suspended licences expired. Is that due to taxi drivers not renewing their licences because of COVID?
Thank you, Councillor Hall. I don't believe it's because of COVID. Missed vehicle tests, drivers, vehicle owners are reminded approximately a month before their test is due. Testing stations have remained open throughout COVID. Repair garages have remained open. Most and the majority of those missed vehicle test suspensions are lifted the following day when vehicles have been through the garage system. So I don't believe it's directly related to COVID. And as for licences expired, a number of private hire vehicles have recently converted to Hackney carriages. So as one would expire, a different licence is granted later on. Thank you, Councillor.
Any further comments? Can we note the report? Committee in agreement to note the report.
Agreed.
That does conclude business today, and I will say, and it's not tongue-in-cheek, can I just say it's great to actually see all members of both sides and certainly the officers. Everybody's looking fit and well and looking no different to what they did 18 months ago, but it's certainly good to see people now face-to-face, and hopefully we can move forward on a more positive note with meetings now. Thanks everybody for your attendance. Safe journey home. Thank you.